In this section, I will be demonstrating and discussing a few visual signs. I will try to concentrate on one organ at a time, followed by a mixed collection of cases at the end. Nails. Commonly, we look at the nails of every patient mainly to look for pallor. Notice the pale white color of these nails on the right side compared with a normal hand on the left side, clearly indicative of severe anemia. You should also look at the palms, conjunctiva and tongue for pallor, because nails themselves are sometimes whitish in color and may give a wrong impression of anemia. This patient needs a hematinic and antihelminthic. Note the pale white tongue of severe anemia. Koilonychia. Another important sign that you may often see in anemic nails is koilonychia or concave nails or spoon-shaped nails. These are in sharp contrast to normal nails on the left side, which are convex. And this is a characteristic of iron deficiency anemia. In addition to administering iron in the form of Imperon injections and oral iron, we should also try to find out the cause of iron deficiency. The commonest cause, especially amongst farmers, is hookworm infestation, and in females, menorrhagia. In early stages or in a mild case, the nail may be just flat with loss of convexity. Note again in close-up view that in this early case on the left side, the nail is just flat with loss of convexity. The convexity of these nails will be regained after the iron deficiency has been corrected. Cyanosis. Here we see on the left side cyanotic nails with a bluish discoloration, which is due to presence of reduced hemoglobin in capillary blood. In central cyanosis, the tongue and the mucous membranes are also cyanosed, while in peripheral cyanosis, only the limbs and nails are cyanosed. The hand in the center shows normal pink color. Compare it with the cyanosed hands on both sides, and note that even the fingertips have bluish discoloration. Clubbing of the nails occurs due to vasodilatation and soft tissue swelling of the fingertips and the nail beds. Clubbing usually indicates chronic suppurative lung disease like bronchiectasis, lung abscess, or bronchogenic carcinoma, or cyanotic congenital heart diseases. In the early stages, the angle of the nail bed with respect to the phalanx increases and becomes flat. See the angle of about 160 degrees between the nail and the skin of the phalanx in the normal finger on the right side, whereas on the left side, the nail and the finger form a straight line. Then there is excessive curvature of the nails, giving a parrot beak appearance. Note the excessive convexity of the nails in all directions. And in the last stage, there is bulbous swelling of the finger ends, giving a drumstick appearance in advanced clubbing. Note again the excess convexity of the nails and the bulbous swelling of the fingertips in third degree clubbing. And can you appreciate the similarity to a parrot beak? Sometimes clubbing may be present in only one finger without any apparent cause or following local trauma or nerve injuries. In this case, only the little finger shows clubbing, while the other fingers are normal. This is of no practical significance, but generalized clubbing should make you think of suppurative lung disease. Rarely, clubbing may be seen in only one hand, as in aortic aneurysm or arteriovenous fistula in the arm. Note the isolated clubbing of the little finger. Mycotic infections of the nails are very common, especially in housewives whose hands are constantly in water. One or more nails may be affected. Milder infections may be treated with griseofulvin for 2 to 3 months and local antifungal ointments. But badly affected and deformed nails such as these have to be removed surgically and then the nail bed treated with antifungal ointment like clotrimazole. See the index finger. The nail is only mildly affected. At this stage, it can be treated with medical treatment. But once the nail is black and deformed, it has to be removed.